So what did we discuss yesterday? What are all the data types we covered yesterday?
Dictionaries and sets.
Dictionary and the dictionary we just started. We understood how many set and dictionary, right? Okay. Now come and tell me what is the difference between list and set? Which one is mutable? Which one is immutable? Which one is ordered? Which one is unordered? List is a mutable object or a immutable object?
Mutable object.
Mutable object. What about set? Set is a mutable object, immutable object.
Both.
Both. Okay. Tuple is a mutable object, immutable object.
Mutable object.
Tuple is immutable. That means once it is created, you cannot able to modify the elements. Okay. List is a ordered data type or unordered data type?
Ordered data type.
Ordered. That means order is preserved. When you insert the data into the list, so even if you access after some time, after a couple of days also, the order is same. Okay. Insertion order, it maintains actually in the backend. But whereas in set, it does not maintain the insertion order. It actually gives us how it is storing in the backend in a memory. The same order it will try to give. Okay. So that is what you need to understand. And one more thing. What did we understand apart from that? And when you try to copy, right? When you try to create a deep copy, right? Then addresses will be created differently. But whereas in list, so addresses will be same initially. So that is what the difference we understood. Okay. And after that, we understood different ways of creating the dictionaries. So generally, in best way to create the dictionary is actually either you can represent that one in a key value format, list of list, tuples of tuples, or list of tuples, or tuple of lists. So anything is okay. Any combination you can take here. Any list tuple combination you take, you will get actually dictionary. But you have to like represent here in a key value format here. Okay, so that is what you need to understand. Okay, now we'll try to understand here. So how, okay. You know how to access the element, right, from dictionary. So you need to give here, if it is a string data type, you need to give it in a single quotes, or if it is an integer data type, you just need to represent a dictionary of that, that key, so that you will get its corresponding value. So we have seen this one as well. Okay, now how to traverse the elements. Traversing means how do we like iterate the elements from a dictionary. Then what will happen here? Then come on, help me here. Help me here. So I'm just copying the dictionary only. I will not copy any other thing here. Now, so this is my dictionary, guys. Employee number is 1, name is Mitzi, department is sales, salary is 25,000. Okay. Now, how do you like iterate the elements? So somewhere single quotes is missing here. Yeah, single quotes is missing. This is correct. Okay. This is also single quotes. Now let me try to create this one. Yeah. So dictionary got created. If you want to print this dictionary, you can go ahead and print it at any point of time. Okay. So my dict, I wanted to iterate the elements. In the case of list tuple, right? What did we do? For I and list name, we directly used to mention, right? So same thing I'll try to mention here and see what will happen. For I,
Why should I vote for Kamala Harris?
go on mute, please. So for I in, okay, if I try to give here my dict, what will happen? We'll try to understand here. Okay, so my dict I'm giving here. After that, okay, for loop actually expects indentation symbol right here. That is colon. Colon, we call it as the indentation symbol here. Okay, so when you use indentation symbol here, obviously, like Python will try to maintain the indentation in the next line immediately. So the next line is supposed to start from here, but the moment you hit enter here, it is actually taking tab space here, and it is saying that, boss, whatever you are going to type next line, it will comes under, it comes under actually for loop. You start typing from here, this position onwards. That is the meaning of this. The beauty with the Jupyter notebook is you will get that indentation automatically after the indentation symbol. Okay, I'm just hitting enter here. That's it. Now here I need to type the print. Python follows indentation. I know for many people indentation is a new word. Indentation is nothing but spaces, or one tab space or two spaces. Okay, so let's say if you have for loop, okay, at the time of for loop, I'll try to discuss about that, not now. Okay, I don't want to like mess up the things here. Okay, so print of I. Let's see we are able to print the elements inside the dictionary or not. Let's see here. Okay, let me execute this one and see what we are getting. Employee number we are getting, name, department, salary. These are keys or values? Employee number, name, department, salary are keys or values?
Keys.
We can able to iterate only keys, not values. Getting my point? Now here, if you want to get the values also, now here, what we need to do? My dict of, how do you access the elements actually? Using the dictionary name of that key, so that you'll get its corresponding value or not.
Yeah.
Now I means you're indirectly from the for loop, what you're getting here, key or not. Now can I pass the key same here as it is? So that my dict of I means first time it will try to pass what? Employee number. So I comma, that means employee number comma, my dict of employee number. What you're going to get? 1 you're going to get. Let me check here and see here. Employee number 1, name, Mitzi, department number, sales, salary 25,000. And if at all, Siva, I'm getting confusion here, and I wanted to see here. I wanted to give here symbol like this. I wanted to give the symbol like this. Okay, put comma here, and within single quotes, put comma here, and try to print this one and see what is happening here. And it is okay. My bad. I've given 2 single quotes here. Okay. Now I told you already in the print command, actually you can mention any number of values. This is I is one value, arrow symbol is one value, my dict of I is also one value. I told you already this syntax. Within print command, you can write any number of values. Okay, I is one value here. Employee number corresponding value is what? 1. Name is name corresponding value, Mitzi, and department like corresponding value, sales. Salary corresponding value, 25,000. Whatever you want, you can write in between here. I mean, just to understand it easily, I've just given here arrow symbol. That's it. Nothing nothing more than that here. Understood? Okay, one more way is there, guys. In dictionary, we have a method called get. Okay, how I can write that one? Here, generally methods we write on top of object or not. My dict is the object or not at the back end. Dot get of, what we need to pass here is, we need to pass key as in input to the get method. Now, how we are passing the value here, sorry, key here, I. Okay, even you can use this notation also to get the output. I executed, you got the same output here. Same output you got. One more time if you want, I can execute. Yeah, see, I'm getting the same thing here. Either directly you can use my dict of I or my dict dot get of I. Get is one method actually in dictionary. Okay. Next. Sorry, just a second. Next. Let's say I wanted to print actually only values, only keys. Only values, only keys. So for that, my dict dot keys. This is very, very, very important question in Scala. In Scala language. Okay, there also we use the same function as it is. dictionary dot keys. Okay, there we don't call it as a dictionary. There we call it in different way. Okay, so dict dot keys. What you are going to get? Employee number, name, department, salary. All these are keys in a list format. What is the data type of this one? This output, dict keys is the data type. That is also one of the data type in the backend. We don't use it, but output it is giving in a dict keys format. That's it. If you want to know only keys which are there in the dictionary, then dot keys we need to use. If you want to get the values from the dictionary, then we need to use values. If keys is there, obviously values also will be there, right? That's what I'm trying to say here. Now let me execute this one. See what you're getting. Dict values. This is also one of the data type in the backend. And what are all the values we have here in the dictionary? 1, Mitzi, sales, 25,000. All these are values. In interview, they'll ask this kind of questions only. Hey, I have a dictionary. Can you write a code to display all the values? Can you write a code to display all the keys? Okay. Okay. Now moving on. Sorry, let me close this one, guys. Every time I'm opening that. So keys and values, both I've represented. And backend, it actually stores the key value keys, its corresponding values with the help of hash function. You don't need to worry about that one much. Okay. Now you guys know how to create a empty dictionary. Alphabets equal. Anything you can take, any variable name you can take here. With this symbol also you can create the empty dictionary. I've shown you already yesterday this one. Or if at all, if you want to create an empty dictionary, dict of also you can take it. List of, tuple of, set of, dict of, like that you can, for every data type actually, we have that corresponding empty object creation methods, functions I can say, not methods. Okay. So this we have already seen yesterday. Okay, I'm not explaining that one again. And one more thing is here. You can go ahead and create actually nested. What is that? Nested dictionaries. Nested dictionaries. What does it mean is, let's say I have a dictionary like this. Let me try to execute this one so that you'll understand. This is the one actually. Visitor equal to name Scott, address equal to address. Address is the key actually. Its corresponding value I'm trying to represent in a dictionary format. You can happily do that one, no problem. In address again, we have again key and values. In address, generally we have road number, street name, like house number, building number, plot number, flat number. Like that we have city name, pin code, like that different keys are there, right? So that's what I'm trying to mention here inside the address. Okay, name is Scott, address is actually house number, city, pin code I'm trying to mention. You can happily take this one. This is also one of the representation. You can take like that. This is one element. And second element is actually this one again. Name, Peter, address is this one. You can happily create the dictionary like this. Okay, I think I need to close one more bracket here. Okay. Yeah, let me try to create this. Syntax error, visitor equal to name Scott, address, and after that I opened here and I closed here. And after that one more element, name, Peter, and I opened here, closed here. Okay, this is the issue actually. Double quotes is the issue. And here also, do we have any different double quotes here? No, I don't think so. Now it is correct. Now let me try to execute this one. See, visitor dictionary got created here. Now let's say my manager came and asked me, hey Shiva, can you take out only city names of all the employees? City names are name and their corresponding city name. That is the requirement. How do you do that? How do you do that one? How do you print that? Print off. Print off. How do you access this one? How do you get the names of the employees?
Visitor dot values.
Visitor of copy. Okay, I'm just trying to visitor of. What is that? It's corresponding key, right? What is the key here? Name, right? Keys are case sensitive. You have to be very careful here. Okay. Name we got here. Within comma, within single quotes, I'm trying to mention some like arrow symbol here. Okay. Anything you can take like this. Okay. Put comma here. And I want only city name of the employee. How do we get it? Visitor of. Visitor
Address.
of. Can we take
Address.
address here?
Yeah.
Okay. If I take address, what you're going to get here? You'll get this entire thing, right? One more dictionary, right?
And then also mention city. Right,
Where do you
within the
where do you want to
within
mention
the
that one?
bracket.
Within the bracket. Here. Address dot city.
No, I think address of.
Address of.
You'll have to close the brackets, right?
Yeah.
Address.
So you have to represent like this. This is correct. Notation is correct. Okay. If I execute this one and what happened?
It's a
Address is not
string.
defined.
It's
Okay,
a
okay. String, right? Yeah. My bad, guys. Just a second. So double quotes or single quotes, anything is okay. You try to put it in a double quotes or single quotes here. Now let me execute this and see Peter Kanpur. Okay, I'm not iterating it, right? By default, it is printing only first element actually. If I take like this one for loop, of course I will get that one. Since I'm printing only the visitor here, first element by default it is displaying. That's okay. If you want to iterate all the elements, take the for loop here. That's it. Getting my point? So if at all, if you want to access the nested elements, right, you have to take off again. Whatever the key is there, that key you need to mention here. That's it. Okay, sometimes these are also important, guys. These are also important. You'll see the use cases of these things actually. Okay. Moving on. Next one. Adding an element. If at all, if you want to add anything, right, to the dictionary, I've already told you yesterday. Visitor of name. If you want to add, right, Scott, like it will get added here. And address and city, if you want to add, Kanpur will get added here. We have seen already this one yesterday. Now, if at all, if you want to update the element which is not there in the dictionary, you just try to take that one and you take the its corresponding value so that the value will get added automatically to the dictionary. We have seen this one yesterday. Okay, the element which is not there. See, if you take one here, this value will get updated. See, I'll tell you the difference here. Okay, I'll tell you the difference. Okay, now select this, shift. Oh, sorry, my bad 1 second. Indentation, remove it. When you have indentation, you'll get this symbol like this. Now see, if I take here, let's say first I'm taking only data equal to, that's it. If I try to print my dictionary here, now how I'm going to print that one? Print off. So within this one, actually, I need to put here data and see what you're getting here. Data you're getting like this. Now what I will do is, I wanted to update the 100 to 150 here. Now how we can do that one? How we can do that one? Data of 1 equal to 150 or 1500, whatever you want, you can update it. Okay. Now, if you want to print after that, your dictionary, you can happily print that one, boss. It is saying that, boss, I updated the element here. You go and check it. See, 1, the corresponding value you got is 150. See, if you give here existing element, existing key, then that will get updated. if I give here 3, 3 already there, right? If I give here 5, let's say 450, if I give here, then what will happen? The key is there or not, it will go and check here. Key is not there. If key is not there, it will simply go and add that key to the dictionary. That's it. It will go and check whether the key is there or not. If it is not there, it will try to add. If it is there, it will try to update it. In SQL, do you remember what kind of concept I'm trying to discuss indirectly here? Can anybody give a clue? If records exist in the target table,
Merge.
merge
Yeah.
operation, SCD type 1. SCD type 1. Indirectly, this is SCD type 1 only. Anyway, I don't want to get confusion. I don't want to create a confusion with other people here. Okay. So people who know SQL, right? Just try to understand it is a just merge command notation here. That's it. Okay. So others, you just try to understand if the elements are not there, it will try to add. If the elements are there, it will try to update it. That's it. Okay. Now, so that is about the update. If at all, if you want to update any element. Okay. Now let's get into, okay. I wanted to check actually existence of the element, guys. I wanted to know, like generally, if at all in a string, if you want to check substring is there or not, or character is there or not, how do you check that one? How do you check that one? String 1 equal to, if I say, like within single quotes, hello, Siva. This is what I'm giving here. I wanted to check actually hello is there or not in the string 1. How do you check that one?
Contains.
Contains, huh? No.
In.
No. In operator we need to take. Okay. How do we take that one? How do we take that? Within first, we need to take whatever the substring you're trying to search, right? That one you need to take in
String 1.
str1. That's it. So if it is there, then it will return true. If it is not there, it will return false. Hello, 2 else are there, right? That is the reason why it is giving as false here. Now I corrected that string. So since hello is there in this string, it is returning true. In the same way, sorry, my bad. One second. In the same way, I wanted to check a particular item or element exists in the dictionary or not. How do we check that? How do we check that? I already defined the data dictionary right here. Now, how do we check that one? Now, can I take here 1 in data, right? Not dict, data, right? Data. If I execute this command, will it return true or false? First of all, is it allowed? Yes. The syntax is allowed here. 1 in data. Only keys you can check, guys, here, not the values. Not the values. 1 in data. 1 key is there in the dictionary, then return true. Okay, let's say I'll try to take here 50 in data or 40 in data. Then what will it? False, obviously, because 40 is not there here. Simply it is returning false here. That's it. But Siva, I wanted to check whether value present or not in the dictionary. How do we check that one? Can anyone give the clue? Very easy. Very easy. Let's say 100 in. So data I'm taking. Unfortunately, it will take only the key. It will go and search only the keys in the dictionary. But if I wanted to check 100 is there in the values or not, now how you have to take that one?
Data dot values.
That's it. That's it. Over data dot values backend, how it is going to create list, right? So from the list, can we check 100 is there in the list or not? Happily, we can check that one. So 100 is, okay, we updated it, right? That is the reason it is written false. Now actual like data is what? 150, 200, 300, 4 200. That is the actual dictionary. Now if I try to check here 150, then it will return definitely true. Then see what you're getting. True. If you want to check actually keys also, data.keys also you can take happily, no problem. Data.keys means backend, how it is creating in the form of list or not. That's what indirectly it will try to create here. You can use element in list. You can use that one or not. You can check that one or not. Yes. In that way, it is working in the backend. Okay. Moving on. Printing a dictionary, you know. And one more thing. Okay. So printing, we can use directly print command. Or if at all, if you want to see a dictionary neatly, then you can use this one also, guys. Indirectly, you can use this one also. Import JSON. This is a module actually. JSON is a module. From that module, we are taking actually dumps method or dumps function. So alpha means like, I think I did not define the alpha here. Let me try to define that. Now, let me execute this. Alpha equal to A apple, B boy, C cat, D dog. That's what I've taken. Import JSON. I'm trying to import the module. I'll talk about this modules concept as well, maybe in next class. Import JSON. JSON is a module. From that, I'm trying to take actually dumps method or function. Okay. JSON dot that function of alpha. That means dictionary we are passing here. Indent equal to 2. That means 2 spaces or 2 tab spaces it will take in the backend. Okay. We'll see. We play with this one. If you don't take the indentation, what will happen? That's what we need to see. So dumps is one of the function actually. It will try to like show the dictionary in a JSON format. Let me try to print this one. See, I'm just casually telling this one. See here, what you're getting here. This is the one. Let me try to copy this entire output in a notepad and check how it is taking here. See here, how many spaces are there here? 1 space, 2 spaces. That means indent equal to 2 means, what does it mean? It actually adds 2 spaces here. If you don't add that one, I don't think so it will try to add any spaces here. Let me see here. Is it adding any spaces here? No. If I take 0, that means 2 spaces it is adding here. That's it. If I take 2. If I take 3 here, you'll get, if I take 5 here, you'll get output in this way. 5 spaces you'll get here. This is just a indentation here. How many spaces you wanted to maintain just to just for improving the readability. See, I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to represent in a JSON format. That's it. Dictionary in a JSON format. JSON actually stores the data in this format or not? Key value format or not? Yes. Now this is a JSON. Okay. Now next, dictionary methods. Okay. Now I will not execute them. You just try to, I mean, you guys already know all these functions, methods, sorry. Just try to understand. Clear, what does it do? Clear method. What does it do?
Clears all values.
Clear all the elements
Values.
or values. Okay. So let's say in alpha I have A, B, C, D are there. Those are the values. It will try to remove all those. It will create an empty dictionary indirectly here. Output is empty dictionary. You guys know that one, right? You want me to execute that? Not required, right? Okay. Moving on. Next, okay. Now let me ask you a question here. What is the difference between clear and delete? Del. You'll get same question in the interview.
It will come, maybe del, it will completely delete the dictionary.
Exactly.
Delete the
Exactly.
object.
Delete the object. Exactly. Clear?
Remove the elements.
Elements. Absolutely. Okay. Clear actually clears the elements. But del keyword, but one more difference is clear is a method, del is a keyword. Okay, del actually deletes the entire object. Clear actually clears the elements. Clears means removing the elements from the object. Okay, that is the difference. Now, next, pop. What pop does actually in list? What pop does?
Removes the last element.
It removes
It will
the
delete the last element.
last element. But if you give in the case of list, actually, if you give here position or index here, it will go and remove that particular element or not? Absolutely. Absolutely. That is what we understood. But here also, I'm passing key here. This itself is my index. Key itself is the index here. Okay. Now I'm telling to Python, hey, go and delete the key, the key 2. Whatever the item is there with 2, that you just try to delete that one. That's what the meaning of this one. Now, after that, if I try to print this, so print of D1, if I take here, then what you're going to get here? See, 2 got deleted here. Now, what I will do is, I'll try to actually, I'll not mention any key guys here. Let's see what will happen here. Now, currently in the dictionary, 110, 220, 330, 440 are there. Again, see, if I execute this cell one more time, again, D1 will be reinitiated, right? On top of that one, I'm trying to execute the pop command. Pop without a key. Then what will happen? In the case of set, what happened? In the case of list, what happened? When you take the pop without index.
In the case of list, it will try to delete the last element.
Last element,
In
exactly.
the case of set, it will try to pick the randomly.
Randomly, it will try to remove because set does not follow index, right? That is the reason why. Now, here, what will happen? We'll try to understand. Okay. First time we'll try to see here. Pop itself is not supported. Pop without index is not supported here. Okay, pop without index is not supported. Pop is expecting at least one input here, at least one input. But since we did not pass here anything, it is not taking that. It's not allowed. That's it. If you give specific element, then it will go and delete that. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, can you delete by value? No, right?
No, you cannot do that one. You cannot
Can you
access,
pop
first
by
of all,
value?
element
Okay.
by value.
No.
You cannot do that. Absolutely not possible. Okay. Now, next, delete also same concept actually, guys, here. Del also I'll explain first. Del also same as it is, guys. If you pass actually a particular key and it will go ahead and delete that corresponding item or element. Or if you don't pass anything here, simply del D1 if you say, then it will simply delete the entire object. Entire object. Okay, that is the difference between del and pop. Del can be used in two different ways. If you don't pass a key, it will simply go ahead and delete the entire object. If you pass a value here, key, not value, I can say, if you pass a key, it will go ahead and delete the corresponding item. In dictionary, actually, we call them as items. We call them as items.
So the first one starts with 0 or Shiva, or it starts with 1?
Which one?
Item.
Item starts from this one.
Okay.
First item is, see, there is no order, right? Even dictionary also unordered, right?
Correct.
So you cannot point, you cannot say that, okay, this is the first element, this is the second element. In unordered data types, actually, you cannot give any guarantee, it follows actually a specific order. You cannot
Okay.
give any guarantee for that. Now
the
I
delete-
cannot say that this is the first element, this is the second element. Backend, how it is storing in the memory, based on that, it will try to display to us. That's it.
Correct. In the del, you're passing the that 2, right?
2 is a key here, not
Yeah.
position number.
Correct. But in the result, right, when you print D1, it should show 110, 330, 440, right?
Maybe it is wrong here. Let me try to print that.
Okay.
Okay. It is wrong. I think I've given it wrong way. One second. I'm pretty sure it is a value only, key only. Sorry. Okay. Let me try to see. Print is not defined. What happened here? Print of D1. Print
Capital
is.
P.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. So print of, run this one. See, 2 got deleted here. My bad. I have written here wrong, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. So 2 got deleted or not? Yes.
Yep.
So the output is wrong here. I'm sorry for that. I don't know where did I copy that. But I'm pretty sure that it is a key. Because you cannot point the elements based on position here. Okay. So that is about the del. And one more thing is pop item. Pop item, you know what happens here? It is quite similar to pop only. Direct pop is not available, but pop item is available here. Pop item is available. Direct pop is not available. When we try to execute that one, it was saying that pop actually expecting at least one argument, right? But pop is directly not available for the dictionary. Instead of that, they have given a pop item. Now let's see what will happen here. What is the output you're going to get? Okay, let me copy this and try to give this one. And one more thing you guys have to understand here is pop item will give the output in key value format. That is the reason why left side of the equal to symbol I am taking here 2 variables. You can take any variables case here, x and y, a and b, b and c, y and z. You can take anything. There is no guarantee or rule that every time you have to take key kv. See, why I'm taking kv is k is nothing but a key, v is nothing but a value. Just a short form of key and value. Okay, pop item gives the output key, whichever the item it got deleted, right? That corresponding key and value it is going to print. It is going to store. Let me try to print this one and see the output here. Something I did mistake here. What is that? Can you help me? Okay, this single quote is the issue actually. Yeah. Okay, now let me execute this one. See, D dog. What is that it is deleting guys here? What is that it is deleting?
Last item.
Last item. Okay, now let me try to delete this one more time here. Okay. Okay. Now one more time I'll try to print this one. I wanted to print actually D1 here. Print of D1. Okay. Now let me execute this one. Yeah, it is already D dog, it is already deleted, right? Okay. Now my D is holding currently this one. Now from that one, actually, it is deleting C caterpillar. That means last item again, it is simply deleting it. Okay. Now one more time, if you try to execute that one, right? This time it will try to execute B ball. One more time, if you execute that, last item A apple is there, it is going to delete that. That's what I'm trying to mention here. Okay, so it will remove the last dictionary item and return key value pair. Okay. And next, if at all, if you want to copy one dictionary into another dictionary, you guys know already dot copy we use. I'm not discussing this one much here. Okay. And next, get method I already discussed. If at all, if you want to get its corresponding value, key corresponding value, then get off the key we need to pass here. Then you will get its corresponding value. Okay. Next, items. This is the most important one and which we use regularly in the real time. Okay. Now let me try to copy this part and print this one. If at all, if you want to print, okay. Now what I'm trying to do is, this is my dictionary actually. If I want to take here, let me try to take here alpha is nothing but my dictionary dot items. Simply I'm taking it as a items. Okay. I'll simply remove this for loop here. Forget about that for loop here and check the output of my tuple here, how it is taking here in the backend. Okay, print of my tuple, and see the output here, how it is actually storing the data in the backend. This is a list symbol actually. Okay, inside that one, this is a key, this is a value. This is a key, this is a value. Key, value, key, value. List of tuples. When you say items, backend items, it will give the output list of tuples. Now, I wanted to iterate the elements on top of that. How do you iterate the elements on top of list actually? For guys, try to understand. For I am taking here. For I in alpha dot items I'll try to take here. Okay, alpha dot items means indirectly you get the list of tuples or not. Okay, now colon, hit enter here so that it will show the next line where to write. Now print of, what is that you need to print actually? I need to print here. Okay, now let me execute this one and see what you're getting. A apple, B boy, C cat, D dog we are getting. Shiva, I don't want to print this one in a tuple format. I am expecting output like this. A, okay, arrow symbol within apple I'm trying to expect here. Within single quotes. Apple. This is what my expectation. How do you do that? See, since you mentioned here I is nothing but an item. I mean, any temporary variable I can say. First, it will take A comma apple. It will come here and it will try to print it. Second item will come here from the list. Actually, it will try to print it. Third item will come. It will print it. Fourth item will come. It will try to print it. See, output item is element in a list. Actually, each one is a element. Each one is a element here. Okay, element is in a tuple format, right? Element is in a tuple format. How do you access the elements in a tuple actually? By key value pair or not? Now instead of I, can I take k comma v? And one more thing guys, I'm not saying every time you have to take only k comma v. Now this time if you want, I can take x comma y here. X comma y. Now come on, how do you get it? How do you get it? Print of, that means from this tuple actually, A will be stored in X, apple will be stored in Y. Second item it will take, B will be stored in X, boy will be stored in Y. Now here, if I want to get output like this, how do you write it here?
Print of X.
X.
Single quotes give arrow.
Comma, within single quotes, I'm trying to pass here, arrow symbol, okay. Put comma.
And then
put
Y.
Comma, Y. That's it. Over. See, output, expected output you're getting or not here? This is the way of printing the, I mean, see, here I'm trying to print guys, but actually we'll try to store that values in a variable separately in real time. But you need to understand how to iterate them. And you need to understand what function we need to use on top of dictionary to get the output in a tuple format. That is my intention here. My intention is not to like explain about the print command and all. Okay. That is about items and keys. I already explained. The dictionary dot keys, so that you'll get its corresponding keys, and values also explained here. Dictionary dot values, so that you'll get its corresponding values. Okay. And last method, that is update. Now same thing. How we have seen yesterday in set, right? In the same way we can take this one here. Now yesterday I think someone asked what is the difference between union and the update. I think Teja, you asked that question, right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the difference also now. Okay. Now here, print of, try to observe carefully here. Try to observe carefully. Print of D1 I'm taking here. D1. Okay. Now what is your expectation here? What is your expectation here?
Data should get added to D1. And
D2 elements will get added to the D1, right? That's what the expectation.
Same case. Yeah.
D2 elements will get added to the D1. That means indirectly dictionary D1 is getting modified or not?
Yes.
Now, in the case of union, set 3 equal to set 1 dot union of set 2. What are we trying to do? See, I'm trying to explain here. Now, set 3 equal to set 1 dot union of S2. I'm taking like this. Or print of S1 dot union of S2. And print of S1, print of S2. Then what will happen? Now, union will get updated the values to S1.
Yes.
Will it get updated? No.
Inserted.
It'll
It
just
doesn't
give
do
the
anything.
output.
It doesn't
it
do
just
anything.
gives the
It doesn't
output.
affect the source set actually.
Mhm.
But in the case of update, actually, the source object actually getting affected. That is the difference.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Makes sense, right? Yeah. So you need to understand in the case of union, source object is not getting modified or not touched, I can say. But in the case of update, actually, source object is getting modified. Now, if I try to print this one, let me erase this. And if I try to print this one and see what is that output you're getting here. So 1,111, 2,222, 3,300, and 4,400, and 5,555. And it is actually removing the duplicate elements or not? Duplicate elements are there. Duplicate keys, it is actually removed. Yes. Okay. You can have only one key. Indirectly, it is a set only, right? Set does not maintain any duplicates, right? You cannot have duplicate keys. So that is the reason why you have only one set here. Since it is updating with this one, it got overridden here.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay. So that is the difference.
Is it overwriting that?
Yeah, it is overwriting that. D1 got
D-
getting affected here. Now I'm trying to print the D1 here. D1 is a source dictionary, right?
No, but how did you get 3,300?
3,300 is already there right here in the D1.
Matching elements are updated.
Yes.
Missing
Okay.
elements are inserted.
Exactly. See, whichever the keys are matching right here, one is already matching with this one, right? So it is getting updated. It is overwriting this one. 3 is not, 3 corresponding matching element is there in the D2 here. No, right? The funda is here. The funda is you cannot have duplicate keys. That's it.
It's again the merge concept here, right?
Yes. Okay. Now functions, methods are over, guys. Functions here. You know the difference between method and function. Any function if you use on top of object, we call it as a method. Function you use you don't use the functions on top of objects actually. Okay. So let's say I have like a dictionary like this. If I want to get the minimum score, then score is nothing but Alice has scored 85, 72, 90, 78. Then min of scores of values. Scores of values actually backend it creates a dict values object. Dict values of list. Okay. Min of list. Min of list is allowed or not? We have seen the min function in list or not? Yes. That's what it is going to get indirectly. Here also, scores dot values. Max score means like max of you have to use. That's it. I'm not executing this one. You guys, as you know already. Okay, and you guys know the length function. I told you many times it is very important. Len will give you number of elements in a object. Okay, len is nothing but a length. Length is applicable to all the objects case. Length you can apply on top of string, length you can apply on top of list, set, tuple, dictionary. It is there in every data type actually. Okay, and sorted is also one of the function. You know, if at all, if you want to sort the data based on keys or based on values, you can go ahead and do that one. Let me try to show you, demonstrate this one. Now this is my scores dictionary, and if I try to print here sorted keys, print of sorted keys. Yeah, that's it. Okay, print of sorted keys and print of sorted values. Okay, let me copy and print this one and see what you're getting here. By default, it will take ascending order, right? So is it there? It is created in ascending order or not? Yes. Here also it is created ascending order. Key scores dot keys. Keys means backend it is going to create dict keys, keys of list you will get, right? Sorted of list. In a list we already have seen sort function. That's what it is creating indirectly. See, everything, if you understand list properly, then rest of the data types are very easy. That's where I spend more time on the list and executed every piece, every point there. Every method I executed. Okay, now next one. That's all. We are done with the dictionary part. One more very, very, very important function in Python is split function. Without split function, you will not do the project as also. And this is very important interview question as well. Recently also, 2 weeks back, we took one interview in our company. In that interview also, we asked this question. We gave one scenario actually to them in PySpark. They're supposed to answer that. I'll give that question also once we get into the Spark part. Okay. Now I'll try to take one string guys here. I'll try to explain what exactly the string is. Split meaning is. Okay. This is my string actually. Message equal to India is my country. That is one string actually. Okay. India is my country is a string. Now I wanted to divide this entire sentence into words. What is the best function in Python we have to use to divide that? Okay, and each word is separated by space. Okay, now message equal to this one. I'm trying to execute that one. It has stored indirectly India is my country. Now message dot. Okay, we have direct function in Python that is split off. You wanted to split the data in a message based on what? Based on what? Space,
Space.
Delimiter.
Delimiter space I'm giving here. Okay, and if you execute this one and output you're getting in a list format, not only in Python, guys, you take any programming language, split output is list always. In Java, they call it as array. Split output is list. See, indirectly, what it is doing is, it is taking this word and storing it in a list. And after space, actually, we have one more word is there is, it is storing it in a list. My is also one word because after space, we got that word and it has stored it in list. Country also same thing. If you want to iterate on top of that one, you can iterate it using for loop. That's okay. Now, what I will do is, I will not take anything inside the split function. Okay, and see what will happen here. let's try to understand the output. Same output I'm getting. I'll execute one more time. Same output I'm getting. What is the conclusion point here?
By
What is the-
default, it will take space, maybe.
Exactly. Split function by default, delimiter it will consider as space. Delimiter in split function by default is space. Now let's say my word is like this case actually. India, comma, East, comma. I know I'm using the bad thing. Okay, that's okay. Just for understanding the concept, I'm trying to take commas here. Okay. India, comma, East, comma, my, comma, country. Now I wanted to split the word actually based on comma. What we need to do? What we need to do? Within single quotes. What is the delimiter between all these words?
No, it's comma.
Comma, right? Just simply give comma here and try to execute this message and try to execute the split function also and see output you're getting as it is. Hope you guys understood what is the use of split. Now let's say if my word is like this, hyphen symbol. Okay, now take this. And if I try to give comma here and see what will happen here. Will it take that? See, do we have any comma symbol here inside the in this word? Do we have anything? No. That is the reason it has given only single element here. And if I try to use hyphen symbol here, then you will get the output actually in a proper list format. Nothing, very simple approach here. That's it. Remember only one fundamental point. Split always gives the output in the form of list. That's it. After splitting output, it will store it in a list. That's it. Only that point you remember. Lifelong you remember that point. See, why I'm asking you is like, if they ask you these kind of questions, whatever the way they ask, right? Like indirectly or directly or indirectly, whatever the way they ask, you can able to answer if you understand the fundamentals. Okay. That is about the split function. Intentionally, I've given this one, guys. Yeah. Sorry.
Can you also walk us through the interview question?
Walk us through the interview.
Like, what is the question here in interview?
Interview. Okay, I'll give that question at the time of Spark explanation. Okay. See, what did we do here? We have given here the list like this. Okay, and we have asked them to display these records. This is the input actually we have given. Display these records as individual records. Display this output as a individual records. India, one record. Is one record. My, one record. Country, one record. Record in a table. In PySpark, everything we deal with records on. This is the input we have given. What they have to do, they have to use split function to split this one based on comma. I mean, of course, list we don't give. We give a string like this. Okay, then they have to split based on comma, and they have to use explode function. In PySpark, we have explode function actually. You know what it does? It will convert that. After converting the split actually creates the list, right? That list elements, it will try to convert it into rows. That's it. Very easy one. Very, very easy. Many people don't answer that question. I know. People who know the fundamental, they can able to answer it easily. Okay, I'll give that question, don't worry, when we get into that situation. Okay. Okay. Next, Last but one data type, guys. Range. Very, very easy one actually. Range. Range actually generates sequence. Okay. Range is also one of the data type, guys. It represents a sequence of numbers, I can say. It is also one of the data type. Don't think that it is something else. Okay, it is also one of the data type. It's commonly used for iterating over the sequence of numbers, of course. You have to remember this one as well. The syntax of this one is range of that number we can take directly. Number we can take. Then what will happen, range of 10 if I give here. Let's say if I take a range of 5, this is the function if I take, what is the sequence value it is going to generate. Always remember, whatever the number you are mentioning inside the range, the number will be excluded. When I say excluded, you have to take -1. Okay, numbers will always start with the 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the output actually. Range of 5. This is the output. Okay, if you want, I can execute that one. One second. Print of range of 5. Print of range of 5 I'm taking here. Okay, now let me execute this one. See, range of 0 to 5. That means you have to iterate the values actually. It will not directly give the output. Okay, the value starts with 0, and that means indirectly starting value it is taking 0, ending value it is taking, and ending value is excluded here. That means 0 to 4 elements it will try to get it. Okay, in order to get that values, right, for I in range of 5 you can directly take. Range of 5 means indirectly range of 0 to 5 or not, or directly I can take range of 5 here. Okay, copy this one and try to give it here. Okay, colon, indentation, print of what is that? I. That's it. Now what it will give here? See, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you don't mention any starting value here, by default, it will start the value from 0. And end value is always excluded here. It is actually generating value from 0 to 4. It's a range or not? Range of values or not? Yes. This is one notation. Or you can give start and stop also. That is also okay. Indirectly, you can give here range of 0, 5 or 1, 5. That means starting value is 1. Ending value anyway excluded here. 1 to 4 you're going to get. Output 1 to 4 you're getting. Or if you take 2, 5 here, the starting value is 2 and ending value is 4. Okay. Or if at all, if you want to take the step value, it will print as per the step. Okay. If I take here 0, 5, okay, step value is 2, then alternative elements it will give. Okay. If I try to execute this one and see 0 to 4, you're getting starting value 0. Next step value is it will skip the 1, right? Next value it will take, that is 2. And it will skip the next value, and next value is 4. That's what it is printing. So anything you can take here, either with step or without step, or only ending value you can take, or starting and ending value also you can take. Based on your requirement, you have to take it. That's it. Did you understand this? And if you want to understand the data type of this one, right, print of type of range of 5, right, then backend it will try to store actually range data type here. Okay, I think brackets are, yeah. 1 second, one more bracket I think I need to close here. Let me execute. See, class range. This is also one of the data type. It generates actually sequence. Okay. And the last one is none. None. None is also one of the data type. None is also one of the data type. Okay. In SQL, how we have null? In the same way, Python, we have none. That's it. Simple. Okay. In SQL, actually, if you don't want to store anything, you represent that one as a null. In Python also, if you don't want to store anything, you simply call it as a none. That's it. None is also one of the data type. Now let me try to print this one here. Copy this and try to paste it here. Print of type of X. Type of X is nothing but print P capital here. I'm sorry. Okay, let me execute this one. See, none is nothing but none is a data type here. None type. None is none. That's it. It is equivalent to null in SQL. That's all. And in which cases you are going to get null, none generally means if you try to clear the elements in the empty dictionary or empty set or empty list or empty normal one, right? Sorry, the elements which is not there, get of 100 is not there, this key, so that output you are going to get as none here. That means nothing. Output is nothing. That's it. Nothing is there to clear here. That nothing, it is displaying output as none. If you want, I can show you this one, at least one example here. Otherwise, you will say that Siva did not tell this one. Okay. See, output is none. I am trying to say, hey boss, L1 dot clear. Clear the elements from the list. But nothing is there, right? The output is none. Okay. So I'll show you the use case also in the real time when I try to explain the project. Okay. Many times, very, very frequently we use this none. Very frequently. That's all. We are done with the data types. Shall we stop here? Or you want me to start the next topic, that is functions? Next concept is actually functions. I'll not start, don't worry. Functions. I don't know how far you focused so far, but from this topic onwards, you guys have to focus. You guys have to put your 100% focus on the topic. Without functions, no Databricks. No Databricks at all. No real-time implementation. You will end up in creating functions only in the real time. I'm betting on this. You have to create the functions in real time. That's it. To achieve the functionality. Okay, so this one freshly I'm going to start tomorrow. Okay, don't miss this class. Very, very important. I'll explain it neatly one by one. Okay. That's all, guys, for today. Any
Thank you,
questions? Any questions? Guys, tomorrow also class is there. I'll take 6 days in a week. Please excuse me for that, because if I start giving the excluding that one day rate, Saturday rate, we cannot complete the portion within a month. So my target is to complete this portion by end of the September. I'm targeting, but I'm not sure whether I'm able to complete it or not. Hoping.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's all from my end. You wanted to have quiz? Let me take that Python dictionary. Yeah. Whatever I explained in the class, everything I mentioned here, I'll forward this document. Don't worry. Come on, answer. What is Python dictionary? Collection of key value pairs or collection of characters or collection of sequence of characters or what?
Collection of key value pair.
Collection of key value
Okay.
pairs.
Exactly. Okay. Now, which of the following is a valid way to create an empty dictionary?
The first one.
You can do A or
Think
B.
and tell me. Think and tell me.
oh,
Think.
sorry, it says A.
First
A?
one, A.
A or B?
B.
A or B?
You can
Both
do
are
both. You can do both.
both. Okay, both are correct. Okay. Third one. How are keys in dictionary accessed in Python?
C.
C using square brackets.
Oh, you'll
B,
get
B
values.
right, B.
You'll
B
get
right,
its corresponding value, right? How are keys are dictionary accessed?
B right.
B using
method.
get method is correct, and using square bracket is also correct. Keys cannot be accessed directly. Keys cannot be accessed directly, right?
Yeah.
We cannot. Can we print actually? Let's say if we have 100, 200, can we print one somewhere except the dict dot keys?
No.
Do we have direct method?
No.
No. So keys cannot be directly cannot be accessed. Third one, right? Answer third one for this one is using dictionary. Yeah. Using, in that case, you have to use values here, not keys. Okay. I don't know. Something wrong here. Okay, I'll check that. I'll correct that. Okay. Next. But I'm sure that keys directly you cannot access it. Keys you can pass as input to the dictionary so that you'll get corresponding value. But directly keys you'll not get it. That I'm pretty sure. Now fourth one. Come on.
A.
If you try to access a key that does not exist, if you try to access the key that does not exist in a dictionary using square brackets,
A.
you'll get
C.
key error or you'll get none.
Key error.
This is very important question, guys. Many people think that this one is also correct, this one is also correct. Now, which one is correct out of these two?
A.
None you'll get
Error.
or errorized.
You'll get error.
Can we check
Yeah.
that one? Can we check that one? So let me try to print. Now let's say my dictionary is this one. Let me run this one. Yes, this is my dictionary. Now here I'm trying to add one more cell here. Now what I'm trying to do is print off. Okay, alpha alpha of within square brackets. Now ABCD is there, right? I'll try to access actually within single quotes actually, and I'll try to take E. If I try to execute this one, is it giving none or key error? None or key error?
Key error.
Key error. Okay, that is the answer. So error will be raised. Okay, that is the answer. Next, fifth one.
Pop item.
Arbitrary key value pair.
Pop item.
Exactly, pop item. Okay, and what does update method? I've clearly explained that one.
Updates the parent dictionary.
Updates the source dictionary, right? Do we have that option anywhere?
Yeah, source dictionary or parent.
Which one? Which option is correct here?
A.
First one.
It merges or it updates the
Updates.
values of the key value pair.
Update values.
Updates the values of key
Update.
value. But I think it also adds a missing key value.
Merges, right? Not
Merges, right.
adds. Merges.
But it also updates, right? Sure, it updates the existing values
Ah,
of the
mm,
dictionary.
no, merge is a correct
A,
word here.
Yeah, update and insert if it is not there. So merge is a
Ah, so merge is correct word here. Okay, it updates the keys of the dictionary. No, it inserts the new key value pair into the dictionary. No, merges is the correct one. Now let me check the sixth one. Merges the dictionary. Correct. Merge is the correct word. Okay, next one. Seventh. If you want to check if the key exists in the dictionary without raising an error.
in
In operator.
Correct.
ASCII is also an operator, right? ASCII is also a method, right? No.
ASCII we didn't discuss, right? I don't think so. We have that option. I don't think.
I just want to see if it is there.
Seventh one, right? Seventh one in operator only. In only. That's what we have checked, right? Whether true or false it is returning. So if you use in operator. That's
Yeah,
what we
I
discussed.
remember in item. Yeah.
ASCII is not there. If it is there, definitely I would have discussed. Next.
Purpose of dictionary.
Oh, I forgot to add this list comprehension, dictionary comprehension, and the tuple comprehension, guys. I'll try to add that one by next class. That one. List comprehension also very, 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 very important one. Very, very important. I'll try to add that to my content, to my PPT. I'm sorry for that. Okay, forget about this question. Move on to the next one. I'll come back to this one later. Next one, ninth.
Shallow copy.
Which of the following functions used to create the shallow copy of the dictionary? Copy. Okay, go with the copy now. I'll clarify that one. Don't worry. Next, 10th one. What is the result of the merging two dictionaries with the with overlapping keys using update? Come on. Again, related to update only.
the old values are replaced by the new values.
Yes, exactly. Okay. 10th one is B. Correct. That's all. Okay. So I mentioned the interview questions also here. Just go through them. Okay. I'll share this document with you guys. That's all, guys.
Sure. So there is another function called dot from keys.
Doc?
Sorry, there is another method for from keys. Is it also creating lists in the backend?
I don't think so. We have keys function here.
From keys. No, I was just so I was trying to run something on the IDE and it showed up. So
From keys, what is that function name?
From keys.
From
method.
keys in Python. Okay, method.
Yeah.
Okay. Dictionary in Python. I'm not sure really about this one. Returns the dictionary with the key mapped and specific value. It creates a new dictionary from the given sequence with a specific value. Then what will happen? From keys of sequence, comma, value. Dict dot from keys of sequence, comma, none. Dict of from keys of sequence. From dict dot. Where is the dict actually? What is the output?
Oh, it's just copying.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's copying and creating a new dictionary with no value.
Yeah. See, it is saying that from keys of sequence, from you take the sequences from this one. Okay, keys from this one sequence, and try to add the values to it actually. Then output you are going to get here like this. This is different one. Don't get confusion.
Yeah, I was just checking it. Somehow popped
yeah.
up on the ID.
Yeah. Don't get confusion. Okay, leave it.
Okay.
We don't need to worry about that. Yeah. Yeah, that's all. If no questions, we can wind up.